there. Do not forget to tune in and keep it locked into the UbuntuFM Hip-Hop Show, where I, Christof, will take you through some of the UK's leading hip-hop artists. Oh my gosh, it's going to be an excellent show. See you there. InComing. Oh my days, oh my god, I am so excited kind of thing, because right with me right now, we've got DJ Jive Supreme, all the way from the United States.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, how the heck are you? What's been going on with your day and your week?
As we just discussed prior to the show, it's going. It's going. We're fighting a good fight, but we're going.
You have to, any kind of thing. You have to fight that good fight, because if we don't, we end up back in goddamn slavery.
Shit. End up in the caves and shit. Slave catchers and whatnot.
Cool. So, is DJ Jive Supreme your official showbiz name?
Yeah, that's what it is now. I used to go by something else, and I tried it a different way, and then I grew up.
Okay.
Yeah, there was like teenager stuff.
Yeah. How did you come up with the name?
A drunk couple gave it to me.
Nice.
A drunk couple gave it to me because the whole night they were heckling me to play the Supremes, and I didn't, because you know, if you asked me something at that period of time, I was hard-headed and be like, no, fuck you, I do what I want. So, you know, I'm carrying my equipment out, and they're like, oh, look, it's the Jive Supreme. It's the Jive Supreme. And they weeks on in, they started calling me that, and then I took a break away from the business, and then I tried to come back. I tried to come back a bunch of times. It just wasn't working out for me. Mm-hmm. And then I was just like, fuck it. How about this? Let's just do everything. Let's do what I really want to do. It's like the hip-hop stuff. Yeah. And I just couldn't come up with a name. I'm like, yo, Jay Diesel isn't going to cut it. No one understood, because I like Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay.
And he was Diesel, so that's why Jay Diesel. I was like, yo, that's kind of outdated. And all I could think of was that Jive Supreme thing. I was like, fuck it, let's go with it.
Yeah. Sometimes that's the best way, any kind of thing. The fans usually just name us anyway.
Yeah, like, you know what? That's what some drunk couple named me. That's what it's going to be. Roll with it. It might work. And so far, it's working, so.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I see the following on the socials that you're getting up there. That should be something that you should be proud of for sure.
I think they like the memes. I don't know if they like the music stuff. I think they like the memes, man.
Cool. So how long have you been making music?
I don't really make music, to be honest with you. I just spin it.
Well, you do really make a vibe, any kind of thing, like.
Oh, well, yeah, if you want to talk about that, I don't know, since that's a hard question to answer, to be honest with you. Like, do I count, like, being a kid and, like, recording stuff on, like, cassette tapes?
Yeah.
Like, I made, like, the world's worst beat on sampling the radio.
Of course, we're gonna talk about that's our cut in the teeth. That's treading the board. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Like, I started off on a little itty bitty Casio after church, waiting for my mom to finish lavishing with the church people then. And so we used to always be on the keyboard or on the drums or.
I love church organs too. They're so ill.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Just saying.
Oh, we went to a church called a Prophecy, which is like a Pentecostal kind of church kind of thing. So it was all the music. It almost passes for R&B, really and truly, and hip hop. To be fair, but it's just got God instead of she. You know.
Well, you know, music's subjective. The universal law: music is subjective.
True that. So what attracted you to music in the first place?
Mostly my dad, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I remember my mother would tell me, like, he had this record player, and I always was trying to touch it and shit, and it just drive him nuts. But, like, every Sunday, he'd sit in front of his record player, just like, and he would just listen to music, like, mostly on the Motown, like, stuff, like Al Green, The Whispers, Eddie Pendergrass, you know, just Rick James. He was a big Rick James fan.
Yes. Yes. I used to love me, you know, the Stylistics?
Stylists, oh, I love them. Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
And then later on in life, I actually I joined a cover group, like a function band with the stylistics kind of thing, because
Oh, that's dope.
they sing high as fuck, in their falsetto. And that's how I used to sing, kind of thing, in my falsetto all the time. So this guy that I was doing music with, bassist, and he was like, you should join this group because I think you'd be great at it. Toured like the UK, and it was fun. It was fun. Those white women really do know how to get down when they've got
Oh man,
some
especially when they get a couple of drinks in them. Oh,
right.
it's always
Exactly. Oh my gosh. When did you know that you have something special? When did you know, when was the catalyst that you knew, okay, cool, so DJing is something that I want to do in my life, and this is what I'm going to do to make my living?
Ooh, you know what? I never even thought it could be my living. Like I was explaining to you before, off the air, that yeah, during my job I realized I was making more money. Or I had a potential. I was about to make more money DJing than I was at my workplace, and
Wow.
that's when I decided, oh man, let's take the jump. Let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's go head first, dive in it full time. Let's see what could happen, and I'm living it now.
Cool. So, what motivates you? I know that you've got like you were just talking about your two children, kind of thing, and your wife and stuff. Are they your motivation to actually go out there each night and get the stuff, vibes?
Yeah, but I'm also driven by the culture of
Okay,
it.
nice.
Yeah, the culture of it is like, fatherhood is great, but like fatherhood's got to have something else to make fatherhood go, and hip hop culture is it for me. Like I love any sort of thing, especially when it's like out of the party realm and I'm DJing for rappers and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I signed up for.
Okay, cool. So are you like a Spinderella with salt and pepper kind of thing? They used to basically make the vibe behind the rappers.
Absolutely. You could say Spinderella. I prefer DJ Premier.
Okay.
But Spinderella's like, oh man, legendary. Love her. Yeah,
Oh
legendary
gosh.
DJ.
She always brought the vibes, man. It's just so nice. It's
One
such
of
a
a kind too.
did you watch that docu-series about Salt and Pepper and the way they did Spinderella
Ooh,
dirty?
I did not see that, but I'm gonna have to put that on my list. I'm bad about watching TV. I'm just yeah,
Yeah.
just
Oh, they
sports
did.
and hip hop music for me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. So who are your favorite artists in the hip hop world?
oh, that's a hard question. I have to go with you know, I have to go with Edo G. Mike P, formerly known as Anonymous. He's a local rapper from where I'm from. He's actually my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest rapper I've ever seen in my entire life. Ain't no
Nice.
one can out rap this dude. Planet Asia. Planet Asia's always L. 38 Special. I like Cool G too. Cool G was my old 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, Cool G, man. I love Cool G rap.
Nice. I haven't heard, I've like some of these things that are like because I'm quite new to the hip hop scene. Like we were talking about, like I'm like more soul R&B in my
Yeah,
taste in music kind of thing. Like that's where I would sit down and listen to.
I love
Um,
R&B as
yeah, oh
well.
my god, have you heard the
And
new Babyface album?
I heard a single off of it actually.
Which
I think
one?
I played it on my radio show. Hold up, I have to like look at my like I cannot remember the name of it. I know I
Jeez.
have it on one of my DJ Jive Supreme show mixes. I think it's one of the first two songs I played too. I can't
Either
remember the name of it.
Kaylani. Like Kaylani's got a track on there, and also this chick called Coco Jones has a track on there called Simple.
That's a name I'm starting to see a lot.
Who? Coco Jones. Yo,
Yes.
she can sing her ass
Yes.
off, I'ma tell you.
Actually, I think she featured one of my rapper friends. Fuck, no, maybe that's
Probably.
not Inf. Not Inf. I'm thinking of Ricky Bats, maybe a Ricky Bats joint
Okay. Yeah, man, she's
off his.
bad as fuck. She's bad, she's bad, she's bad. And yeah,
Could be wrong about that.
it's got like a whole because it's called Girls Night Out. So most of the features that he's got on there are girls kind of thing. And Yeah, it's a really. I'm just spinning that at the moment. It's completely on repeat in my car radio when it in my car whenever I go driving somewhere. I put that on straight away, kind of thing, because it's just such a vibe. It brings me back to like the 90s and noughties kind of thing that we used to hear. You know?
Like Tony,
Yes.
the bars. Oh, the bars is 80s. I'm sorry. Or
Even
maybe late 90s.
late
I'm sorry.
90s, early noughties, like Tony Braxton and
Oh, Tony, that was a lady right there. Tony,
oof,
she could sing.
she eats every single time. I cannot wait for her new project. I'm sure she's working on something right now.
Yes. Oh boy, I'm trying to think that time. Of course, I personally, R&B wise, I grew up on New Edition and Belle Biv DeVoe. Being from
Yes.
Boston, like it's funny too, because like when you're outside of Boston and you hear it, you already know that person's from Boston. Like it's so weird.
Uh-huh.
Like it's
Uh-huh.
just that look, and you look at them, and you're like, "Yo, where you from?" And they'll tell you your street.
Yeah, I mean, I used to love New Edition because they were in for some time they were being produced by Jam and Lewis, and my God, I loves me some Jam and Lewis kind of thing. Like they even came out with with an album recently, kind of thing that I gave a few spins.
Oh, really?
Um,
I'm gonna have to peep this. I might have slept on that one.
Oh, it's very good. It's very good. A lot of the old school, like 90s and noughties, like producers and DJs are coming through because what's happening right now, there's been a resurgence. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there's been a
Oh,
resurgence
I've
of like
noticed.
that kind of music.
I've seen Big Daddy Kane like be featured in a bunch of songs this year alone. I'm like, oh
Mm.
snap! I hope he's coming out with an album. He's like, I think I've seen 4 features this year
Yeah,
on like,
yeah.
major albums, too. Like,
It's
so
awesome. So, what are some of the challenges that you faced, kind of thing, as a DJ, as a musician, as a creative?
mostly financial.
Yeah.
It's like, but that's the same for everyone. The
Yeah.
challenges. But once you get over that hurdle, coming up with things on the fly, especially if you get hired to do something and things change, like
Yeah.
a groom runs off. That has happened before.
Yeah.
Right out
Certainly.
the Uber too. That's a funny story. Let's not go there. Yeah, 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 you just gotta, just adapting with everything. Where before, when you in a workplace, like in a regular job, you get a routine.
Uh-huh.
In this type of work, you don't get a routine. It's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Nah, it's really
You just
difficult
gotta
to
be
actually.
okay with being uncomfortable.
This is it, kind of thing. And there are some months, like, after, like, say, the winter months, like January, February, March, is like for singers anyway, kind of thing, that just goes so quiet. And then
Hmm.
come like the spring and summer, that's
Oh
when you're
yeah,
getting ready to go out on tour and do your thing.
yeah. In the summertime, it's weird. This year I had a residency. It's stunk that he ran out of money, but it happened. But like it was the only residency I've ever had. They let me play like that boom bap style that my mixtape series is from.
Uh-huh.
And we'd have nights where we have producer night and we have rap performances and stuff. And I was like, yo, this shit is groundbreaking. This is gonna work. And then like something happened.
Okay. Tell me about the mixtape. Or like, where can I find it? Where can the people find it?
Which one? Oh, everything's on Mixcloud.
Okay, cool. So,
Everything's on Mixcloud. But if you don't want to go there, don't want to sign up, go to my website, DJJSupreme.com. It's right up there on the website. You don't have to sign up, just click play. And then
okay.
listen to whatever you want to listen to.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely gonna
I,
be going on there this weekend to get my vibes going on.
hell yeah, man. Go look it out. Yeah, man, I just got that up yesterday too. Oh man, this interview's going left and right, and I'm all over the place. We're
So-
supposed to be talking about UK versus USA. We're just over here, like, you know what I mean? Vibing.
The UK scene. To be honest, I don't really know that much about the UK hip hop scene. If I'm going
Oh,
to be
really?
completely honest, because like I said, I'm into like my soul and R&B and stuff kind of thing. And for a lot
Fair
of
enough.
years, I spent on the road singing in different function bands, as well as working on my own stuff and then doing like backing vocals for other artists from where I'm from, kind of thing in Birmingham. And so,
Right.
like, for when it comes to like the local artists or the regional artists in Birmingham, I can tell you a lot about those. Like, we've got one chick called Adante, who her voice is just, oh my god, she's
Oh
like,
boy.
she's like Lauren Hill stroke Mary J. Blige stroke Tweet. My god, like the fucking voice is.
That's a power combination right there.
Oh, if you hear a shit kind of thing, you have to go check it out, Adante. And then we have like the because
I'm writing this shit down too while I'm
yeah.
typing
For
it.
sure, man. Do. And then you have like some of the rappers that because what for me, because I'm old, yeah, I'm like
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It just means you know a lot more.
yeah, yeah, definitely kind of thing. But it also means that the taste of music has completely changed because, like, say, for the UK hip hop, it's completely like you know how in America,
It's all
like
drill, I
they've got
imagine.
huh?
It's all drill, I imagine, or grime.
Yeah, I mean, like you have the offshoots of hip hop, like that is drill and that is
That's the future of hip hop. Are those subgenres? I keep telling people this. It's those subgenres.
But do you
Everyone has
think
a
do you think they have longevity, like how, like, say, a I don't
boom
know,
bap.
Jay-Z has, or like Biggie Smalls? Do you think they have the same kind of longevity? Because I swear to
That's
goodness,
all on
yeah,
them. You know what? I like to be optimistic about the youth, and they have the whole world ahead of them, and a whole bunch of art to show the world. They might get older and not decide they don't even want to do that anymore, and they want to experiment with other stuff. Man, go for it. Be the world's a playground, music's a playground. Explore.
definitely. I think so. I think also that this drill stuff and the grime stuff that's happening, because I'm a producer, yeah, like I
Yeah,
make beats, and so what I'm listening to is is the same beats over and over and over and over and over and
yeah,
over and over and over.
yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean,
It
kind of
comes with the
thing?
territory. I know. It does come with. It's the same thing for boom bap. Like people like they say the same thing as like the boom, 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 boom. No matter what sample you throw on top of the boom, 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 it sounds the same. The drills, the boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom. Yeah, it's just it's just a whole mood. Like you were saying earlier, it's just a whole mood. Like if I personally am not like one of those old people because I grew up with those people that were like, "Yo, rap is crap," and I promised myself from like age 7 that I'll never be those people.
yeah.
So here we are, like, and I'm not gonna lie, the drill rubbed me wrong for like the first year or so. And it's mostly the stuff coming out of Chicago that was rubbing me kind of wrong. But as
Okay,
soon as like New York got their hands on it, then I was like bobbing my head. I'm like, oh,
okay.
all right. And it just, and that took a generation of kids too. It went for Chief Keef to that next generation of kids, Little TJ and who else was doing it? Oh man, Sleepy Hollow, to OMB JD, to A Boogie with the hoodie. Like, I
Uh-huh.
love A Boogie with a hoodie. He's so ill. That dude, yeah, that's gonna be that's the next Drake. I'm saying that kid right there. If he lives, that's the next Drake.
If he lives. Oh my
And with
god.
the hip hop shit, man, everyone dies young, and it's a really dangerous industry to be part of because it's super
Well,
toxic.
for sure, kind of thing. Even if you're like one of the quiet ones, like fucking what's his name that just died the other day?
Oh yeah, we had 2 that died.
Uh,
Aaron Carter died, the pop star.
yeah,
Then we lost Hurricane G and Tame One in one night.
shit. And then there was
Yeah,
Takeoff as well.
Takeoff. Oh, that was so that. I hope that opened up the eyes to people, like how the media outlet does us.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I think a lot of people are starting to become aware. Like, yo, some of these hip hop media outlets ain't it.
Nah, because they're actually like
They,
perpetuating that
they had
violence
video the
and
whole nine.
yeah.
That I'm like, yo, man, I want to see that dude die, man. That was a good dude, man.
He was. It was quiet and it didn't make no trouble, and it was just like in his own space kind of
He's,
thing, and just a
he's having
freak
fun.
accident, you know?
Yeah, shit happens.
Man,
It sucks, man. But what are you gonna do?
true that, true that. Try and
But
educate these
yeah, I think a
youths.
lot of people are starting to see like how these media outlets are, and I like it when the people start becoming aware of shit because that's what happens. Like, the next generation of websites are being inspired to be something different, and they'll be here at some point, hopefully.
Yeah,
Please, some kid listening
hopefully.
to this, do it. Do it the right way.
Well, I mean, the good thing is it's actually got the group Migos back together, kind of thing, because they had
Yeah.
like a little bit of a quarrel between them.
Yeah, girl, that happened. They should have let
Yeah,
a girl come between them.
for true,
That
for
ain't.
true.
Yeah, I'm not that type of guy, so I've never been that type of guy. So,
How do you feel the internet, especially like social media in particular, how do you feel that's affected the music industry itself?
it's created a lane for people who couldn't be discovered to be discovered.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, me and my silly antics. People can discover me. But like, yeah, it's opened up the world to everyone, and it's also like changing the world, like in a good way, because these people wanted to go back another way. You can't without the internet being gone. The internet's here, and we all need it.
This is it.
So out with the old, in with the new.
For me, the internet, how I feel about, I feel the internet's great, kind of thing, because it's opened up the world to a lot of people.
Absolutely.
The world has just shrunk in that sense. But for social media, I feel that it's got a detriment to the music industry
Oh, really? Hold on.
because take,
Perspective.
take for example TikTok. I was when you scroll through, and then you come across a track, but the track is sped up, and it's like 15 seconds of the track where someone's dancing a
Yeah.
routine, like typical TikTok routine to that
Excuse me.
track. And then you go onto iTunes or go onto Spotify to try and find the track, and what you play is not the
Stop.
same thing that's on TikTok.
Yeah, the scamming. It's like it's not considered like by definition a scam, but for real, that shit's a scam.
It really is. It really is because then because it doesn't and it doesn't pay the artist that's featured on the thing. It's more paying the influencer that's doing their little shoulda coulda woulda dance.
Yeah, you know what? Is that money really good though? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm still skeptical about like click money and all this stuff. I'm still skeptical about all of that. Like
Mhm.
on my live streams, I've gotten tips, but like that's different than like you know what I mean.
Paid like from
People,
gigs.
yeah, seeing your video a million times. Like, is that really like is that payout really good?
Well, they're getting. I think it's about the same amount as the streaming services, really, kind of thing. For Spotify, it's like 0.0000434 pence or something like that, which means that you have to have like 1 million streams just to make $4,000.
Oh man,
It's a shame. It's quite
it's
scandalous, to be
cheating.
honest.
Yeah, it's cheating, but like but is it really cheating? I don't know, man. I don't know the rules. I don't understand the rules. I'm just gonna do things like the way I think I should be doing them. You know what I'm saying?
True that. True that. For
Yeah,
real,
like
kind of thing.
yeah. I don't know. The internet's a crazy place, man. Especially when it comes to scams. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I thought like I really feel like a dumbass too because like I'd be like, oh, I never thought of that. Like,
Oh man, and it's even going to be worse now that Twitter is paying, or you have to pay Twitter for a blue check because now anybody can pay for a blue check and pirate as somebody that's official. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing, and it's just like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, I'm not feeling that either. But at the same time, you know what? The only thing I do like about it because it's the one thing I it's one of my guilty pleasures on the internet, just a fight video.
yeah,
I can see like Twitter being the new home for that now.
yeah,
And it's the only reason I want to be on it for it.
man, it's the crazy. I've never had a Twitter account actually. To be fair,
Oh, really?
I've,
I've been on it for a bit. It's just, I don't know, it's weird. It's different.
I don't know those streets. I know the Instagram streets and I know the Facebook streets, and I've
Yeah.
just recently been introduced to the TikTok streets. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's different. It's certainly different. I'm just like, what the? Anyway,
I don't know. I
moving
personally
swiftly on.
like TikTok and Instagram over Twitter. I kind of use it. I kind of don't. It's just there. It exists. I don't. I've been told that's where the trolls live. On
Yes.
Twitter.
That's what I've been talking about. I've never been in those kind of streets kind of things. So I have no idea about those streets. Like
I'm in those game groups, so I hear it all the time. So
okay. I've got a friend and she's got young daughters kind of thing, and they're always getting into quarrels on Twitter. And like, I'm like, why are you stressing yourself out over this tweet?
you
Like,
know what's crazy? Like I'll be talking to people on Facebook. I won't realize that we're arguing. Like I think we're having a jolly old conversation. I'm like smoking a J, like and like, oh, you say, oh, cool, like we're having here,
yeah.
except the person's voice is angry, and I'm not realizing it. I'm just reading it, right?
Do you know what? I had the same kind of argument the other day on Instagram because
Yeah.
I hopped into somebody's comments. It's the worst thing I could have ever done, kind of thing, is hop
Oh
into
boy.
somebody's comments. But someone posted something about it's when the Kanye stuff was happening, when he was losing the billions, kind of thing, from Adidas and
Yeah, man. Boy.
Balenciaga and stuff, kind of thing. And I hopped into the comments. I was like, well, I think he's a twat, kind of thing, because not only has he ruined the shit for himself, he's also ruined the shit for like people of like minds that want to get somewhere in the music
Yeah.
industry. Do you know what I mean, kind of thing? If it's one thing to have freedom of speech, but it's another thing to have hate speech.
Be an asshole. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, socially, like, yeah, that I think people miss that shit when they go free speech. I'm like, yo, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but after you say it, when you get punched in the mouth,
Right. Right.
like, you have
Yeah.
the freedom to say it. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's so weird.
So I hopped into the comments and I said what I said, and then like a bunch of people were like, "You don't know what you're talking about. You're only
Oh
made in
boy,
the
I
UK,"
love that.
and it's amazing how deep they go into your profile to actually figure out shit. And I'm like, hold on a second, yo, whoa there, Nelly, like
Yeah,
hold your
people like
horses.
addictive and stuff. Like I don't, I'm not. Oh man, yeah. I had someone like I was going back and forth with someone. I thought it was a good conversation, and then actually it was a good conversation. And they were like, oh, they brought up me being a DJ, and I was like, oh, you look at my profile, shit, fuck. I thought we were talking like mono and mono. Like I didn't want to bring that shit into the conversation, and now it's there.
They would
Fuck.
dig up your whole past up in that bitch. I'm telling you.
Oh man, but I guess it's still pretty cool though.
Mm.
Still pretty. The internet's pretty cool. I like the internet. I don't
Definitely.
know.
I mean, I like the internet itself, kind of thing, for the way it's like, the accessibility that is given to the world. You know what I mean? Like I can easily
I
like
always get different I like the different perspectives I get from people. That's what I like the most about it.
okay.
Especially on this. That's the thing that gets me geeked.
I mean, like say for this for instance, we're doing this like over the internet now. You know what I mean, through Clean
Yeah.
Feed, and so this is the kind of things that I like about the internet. You know what I mean? But when it comes to social media, whew,
Well,
whew,
yeah, yeah. I see it all the time too. People like they pretend to be something and they're not. So weird. Like
yes.
I try to keep like. Well, I learned a lesson from posting a video from one of my gigs that like people got something to say about people dancing. So like, yeah, no more, never again. So so now with like in my feed, you just get like a bunch of memes and a bunch of ads for my radio shows and shit, right?
Oh man.
And like I'm not really trying to pretend like I'm a DJ, but I'm not pretend like you know what I mean. But I'll
Yeah.
see my friends, like especially my homegirls. I love my homegirls to death, but y'all ain't models.
Everybody thinks they're an Instagram model and everyone's like an influencer, quote unquote. Oh my God. I'm
Yeah,
just like, get over yourself.
that, hey, this is what the kids want. That's what my kid told me. My oldest told me she wanted to be. She wanted to be an influencer.
Oh
Uh,
wow. So that's a whole job. It's a whole job.
yeah. So
Right.
I'm kind of like thinking about it. I'm like, as a parent, like, you know what I mean? If that's something she wants, like, it's kind of something I'm dabbling with right now. She
Yeah.
can see the stress might not be worth it.
But they are stressed out, those influencers, kind of thing, because like they have to make certain quotas, and if they don't meet that quota, they're not gonna get
Yeah.
paid. And
Yeah,
so
they have to post every day. Yesterday, I was like, fuck it. I didn't even want to be on the internet.
I haven't posted for about a good 2-3 weeks because I just don't
Yeah.
feel like it. I'm busy. I'm in my
Yeah, man. You
computer
got to
and
live
I'm
your life,
mixing.
man. Like, oh, man. Some people man. Yeah, the be an influencer, you got to live on the internet.
You have to, and it's such a shame for them. I feel so bad for them because back in my day, there was such a thing as going outside with your friends then and playing.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist no more, kind of thing. The playing is on the
You know, it
internet,
still exists, but it's not as popular. Going out to a bar.
right? But what happened to that? Getting drunk with your friends
COVID,
and taking drugs
COVID.
and doing, you know what I mean, like
It's
teenage
not the
things.
same. After COVID, it just isn't the same. It's so
Wow.
weird. Like people are afraid to touch shit now.
I mean, I was always a germaphobe before COVID even happened. So,
Yes.
especially now, kind of thing. I'm supposed to be going out actually to this bar tonight to
Yeah.
go see Chris and Richard play. And
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
yeah, I mean, yeah, they play a lot of groovy stuff, kind of thing. Like they mix in hip hop with R&B, with
That's,
a lot of boom bap stuff, kind of thing, and it's all
yeah.
live instrumentation. Do you know what I mean? Like they're all doing it
Oh,
live.
I love instruments. Oh, I love. Oh, yeah. Keep going. I'm sorry. I don't want to
Yeah,
cut.
man. And so I'm looking forward to that tonight, because this is gonna be the first time that I've been out of my house. Well, I mean, I've been out to meetings and you know what I mean, and like done like different shit
But that's not.
outside.
You're really going outside tonight.
Really going out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going out, as the butchers say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just drinking this here rum and getting myself all toasty,
Oh, yeah, it's
toasty,
much
toasty.
later over there. It's like 11 in the morning over here. I'm like, damn, I want to drink some rum, but I gotta work. Oh man,
Oh
that's
man.
crazy.
So who would you be your dream collaboration as like a DJ? Like if you could have like a dream collab, who would it be or who would they be?
Ooh, that's a good one. You know what? This is gonna be. I'd like to DJ for LL Cool J for real.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that would be full circle because that was the dude that made me like hip hop. Because like I heard the music before,
Hmm.
like when I was because I've been my whole life I've listened to it like because I had older cousins and stuff that were listening to it,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to be like older cousins. So like I tried to listen to it, but I wasn't really feeling a lot of like I found a love for Spoonie G later on in life, but
Okay.
like stuff like that and Grandmaster Cat Flash like that just did not
Yes.
rub me the right way, and then LL burst on the scene and fucked it up for me my whole life. But like it was going one way and now it's going the other way. And then Public Enemy comes out and now I'm like,
Oh,
yeah, that Public Enemy that would be my second if I could choose two. Yeah, LL and Public Enemy.
oh my
Public and other
gosh.
one.
That is
That and I've been on that same path since Public Enemy. I haven't like veered off. So
that was hip hop. That was when hip hop
that,
was in its prime kind of thing and just running these streets. I loved it so much. Because not only were they like doing good music, they were talking about conscious shit that's happening in
Chuck
society,
D,
you know?
yeah, I ended up reading like about the Black Panthers and Malcolm
Yeah.
X and like the civil rights. And, like I read all because of Chuck D, right?
Yes.
And I felt
Yes.
like if it wasn't for Chuck D, I would be like mentally still shackled up.
Yeah. I mean, those guys were griots. They were just griots. They were prophets in their own right, for
Oh man,
sure.
Brand Nubians. I
Right?
saw Brand Nubians. That was another one that like oh man, yeah,
Ah,
Brand Nubians. Oh man, yeah, I can't.
awesome.
I'm fucking geeked right
I'm gonna have to play me some old hip. I swear to God, as soon as this course finished, I'm definitely getting my computer open onto iTunes and playing me some Cool J, playing me
now.
some MWA, playing me
uh,
some like all them cats kind of thing because those are
yeah.
like that was the stuff that was forbidden for me because my mom's Christian and she
Oh
doesn't she
man.
doesn't know this she doesn't know this but when we were meant to be like in the church choir singing and like doing our thing, me and my cousins used to sneak off kind of thing and listen to all this shit. So, that was my education back in my teen years, man. Oh God! And actually, I think you're right. I think I attribute a lot of my what's it called kind of thing. Consciousness
Yeah, consciousness, mental growth.
to these guys kind of thing because they opened up my eyes to a lot of like say for instance Marquis and Exotic York and Zachariah
Yeah.
Sitchin, and now the new one, Billy Carson kind of thing. Like all those guys, it stems from my listening to hip hop kind of thing because I went to study afterwards. You know what I mean? After I heard these tracks, I was like, "What the? Really? Let me go look at this." And then when I looked at it and realized what they were saying was actually true, especially when it comes to the racism and the different
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
yeah.
That was before the corporate giant got involved and mucked the water.
Yeah, God. Fuck these corporate guys, man. God damn it. Ruins everything.
So like 1992 and 1993, and then it kind of went off the rails.
Yeah,
But
turned into my bitches and hoes and my chains and my bling and my shit.
not that wasn't there though. Not that wasn't
I mean,
there.
it was there, but it was not, I wasn't listening to that part of it.
I got Too Short's debut album on Columbia House of Records. It used to be the same, where if you got the CD of the month, you can get 2 free ones. So I used to do that shit all the time with my allowance.
Yeah.
I could only get 1 CD with my allowance, but with that I could get 2. And with that one, it was that one I had to get in order to get the debut Cypress Hill. Oh, it wasn't the debut Cypress Hill. I'm sorry, I'm jumping a year. It was like 1989, so I think it might have been I got an Eric B. Rakim album and maybe a Boogie Down, but I had to get this Too Short album, and that shit changed my world too.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, always one of my favorites.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Griots, I'm telling you, Prophets. They all need to come and do a collaboration, all of them together on one record.
Oh, that would be dope.
Like for real, for real. Speaking of hip hop artists, who would you say are your top 5? Like run them down from back in the days up until until contemporary guys.
Yeah, you know what? This is weird. L don't make my top 5, but he was one of the guys that put me on. It's weird. So we'll do it like this. We'll do Ed OG because Boston. I love Boston.
Nice.
Anonymous Mike P. Planet Asia. I feel like is the best rapper out right now. And I'm gonna do 4 and 5. Let's do Freddie Gibbs and Benny the Butcher. I know they got problems, but both of them are so ill.
Nice.
And if they did an album together, that would break the fucking internet.
Oh, that is a hefty weight top 5 there kind of thing.
Yeah.
I implore all the listeners to go and listen to all of these because it will open your eyes and change your life.
Yeah. Planet Asia will.
Sure. So we were talking earlier on about your mixtapes kind of thing and your the availability on your website and on Mixcloud.
Mm-hmm.
What else can you tell us about your mixtapes and how many have you done?
I've done a bunch of them. I consider that Supreme Boom Bap a mixtape.
Okay.
That's how that. Yeah. So there's 102, 101 of them. So that's all. Yeah, because I do one every week.
Shit. Okay. Damn.
And it's all the new releases. So I get a lot of music sent to me too. So if anyone listening, you want to get your music on my show, DJ Jive Supreme at gmail.com. That's my email.
Nice.
Send your music there. Make sure you put all the song information in the email. But I'm currently working on the Supreme Blends mixtape. It's a mashup mixtape.
Okay.
I had a mashup mixtape series called Pope versus the World. It made no sense. The name title didn't make no sense, but I would do these little G.I. Joe interludes and shit in between songs and yada yada. And that was I only have the third one up because they weren't really done that well, to be honest with you. But I'm so much more better now, so I'm working on the Supreme Blends one.
Okay.
And yeah, oh man. So I it's gonna take time.
Okay.
Because I want it to sound right.
When shall we expect it? Because I'm definitely got this written down, and I'm completely waiting on the release date kind of thing. Because as soon as
I don't know when, but it'll be out for free because I don't want no one coming for my head suing. All out for free, and then I also got the I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. It's just a compilation of songs from the 80s, and I have it done. I just want to put the Supreme Blends out before I put that out.
Is that your little one?
Yeah, it's my oldest.
How old are they?
My oldest is 7. My youngest is 2.5.
Oh,
Oh, the plants
bless.
are the best of me right now. Oh,
I always say to my friends, like all my friends have children, and I'm always like,
yeah.
thank God I don't have any. So I
Yeah,
rate all of your parents out there. You're doing the thing. Keep it up. Raise these kids to be good in this society. And
absolutely.
yeah, man, we will end it here, and you can go and take care of your children. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
thank you. Man, it was a blast. Yo, anytime you want to chit chat, get at me, man.
I will
I had
do.
fun.
I
Yeah,
definitely will do,
man.
and I've got a few artists over here that I'm working with. I'm definitely gonna submit some stuff to your Gmail kind of thing to get it
Absolutely.
on the show for
I just
sure.
wanna. The boom bap is, especially if it's the boom bap sound. If it's not the boom bap sound, I don't worry. I will find a place to put that music.
Cool, cool.
Whether if it's a live stream or like another mixtape, I will find a way. Or if it's hot, especially if it's like club music,
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. I'd be in the right spots to the right audiences.
nice. Thank you
So
so much. Thank you so much for
absolutely,
spending the
yeah,
time with us
it's a
tonight.
pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, that was my chat with DJ Jive Supreme. If you want to catch any of his shows, do check it out on his website, which is djjivesupreme.com, or on his Mixcloud. Search him on the Instagram. All of it is DJ Jive Supreme. So yeah, get yours. It was really lovely to chat to you, man. I can't wait to catch back up, kind of thing, and listen to that new mixtape that you got coming out. That's going to be brilliant.
InComing.